Patricia on the call with us this morning. So good morning, good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Pastor.
Good morning, and this is Patricia.
Tricia from Fort Washington, Maryland. Tricia Minor Fregley.
Hi, Patricia. How are you doing this morning?
I am wonderful, Dr. D. How are you?
I'm doing great. Boy, it sounds like you just up this up a whole bunch of passion and excitement, and there's joy in your voice. Girl, what you up to?
I just came back from the gym, so I got a little energy this morning.
Woo-hoo! Hey, that's a good thing. Got your energy going to exercise and working out makes a difference, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. And then I had my sprays this morning as well, so all that adds up together.
Oh, my goodness.
Praise the Lord.
You're off to a perfect start.
Yes, I am. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for being here this morning. Well, family, you have dialed into the Team Effort Lifestyle Call. And as you can hear, folks are just excited around the globe. I mean, Patricia's up early this morning. I know it's early on the West Coast. It's 8 o'clock there. Doesn't look like it, but she's up. Already been to the gym and back. Has had her sprays. She's feeling good. And she took the time to be here on the call this morning to share her joy and excitement. And that is so appreciated. Thank you, Patricia. Well, who else is with us this morning? Who else is with us? Go right ahead.
Happy payday, Team Effort Network.
Woo! Feel like I got a big paycheck this week. Hey, Robert, how are you, sir?
Oh, fantastic. How's everything with you?
It's going great, man. It's going great. I'm telling you, it's so good to hear everybody's excitement this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning. God bless you from California. Mama Iffy.
Right, Mom Iffy calling from California. Good morning, Mom Iffy. How are you?
I'm blessed like you.
Yes, you are blessed, and you are a blessing to so many others.
Thank you.
So, Mom Iffy, you know, when you keep giving us the blessings, you know those blessings come back to you, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I know you're showered with blessings because people talk about you all the time. So I know that you just overflow. Look, blessings have come upon you, and they have just overtaken you, Mom Missy.
Isn't that something? Come here and see me.
Jesse Bowden, caller for the day.
I want to see you in California, Dr. Pastor Dennis. I want to see you in California.
Well, Mom, it's always good to hear you in the call. And welcome to the call, Jesse. How's it going there in the Pentagon, sir?
Hey, outstanding, Pastor Denise. Glad to be on the call today.
You know, this is a great place to start the morning call. I'm telling you, I could just open up and just hear everybody just introduce themselves and just, I'm finished for the day. I can go ahead and get started. I can go ahead and get my day complete. I'm telling you, I love this. It's
loving all the energy.
Yes, my goodness. And look, Mom Iffy, well, she's 25 years old, you know, or 25 years young. She's younger than all of us, boy. She's the first one out.
No.
Well, family, keep it coming. Who's with us this morning? We got about a few more seconds. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Go right ahead. If not, I'm going to mute out and go to call it. Let me see what I do.
The conference is now in presentation mode. Your line is muted.
Great way to get the day started. I'll tell you, Patricia still has me excited. Just knowing that she's up early, out in the gym, working out, taking her vitamin sprays, and just enjoying life to the fullest. And as you can hear, people just up and about, just out. Robert is out and about. He's excited. It's payday. So he got a very nice paycheck. And I'm going to tell you that weekly check comes because of the weekly work that you do. Remember, we get paid two ways. We got two binaries. We have a dual core double binary. So we get a weekly pay as well as a monthly residual check. And there's just a couple ways we get paid. But to let you know, if you want that weekly check, what does that mean? That means you have to be doing something weekly. That means you have to be signing new business partners or getting your business partners to sign new business partners. And that's how that weekly cycle check pays out. or the Fast Start bonus pays out, or the Team Builder bonus paid out. So if you want that weekly check to come, look for it through a Fast Start, which means you signed up new business partners. Look for it through a Team Builder bonus, which means your new business partners have signed up new business partners. Or look for it through the weekly cycle, which means you've had the 4-2 split, or of course if you don't have platinum, you've had the 1-2 split. So that's the weekly pay that comes, and until your monthly residual builds up to where you want it to go. So as long as you have a weekly check for coming, you know that monthly residual is building up every month, and that's just that weekly check is just a sweet reminder that you're reaching your goals monthly. You're getting there closer and closer to that retirement amount that you want to live off of. I think in Team Up Network here, we're really beginning to realize what we're capable of doing. Each and every one of us, we have so many capabilities, and this call just keeps us accountable. It keeps us tied in and knitted together. It keeps us filled with the knowledge and the wisdom that we need to know to build our character, to build what we're trying to do. And it's given us so much knowledge and information to do what we want to do if you just apply it. We're beginning to realize what we're capable of creating. We're beginning to visualize. We're beginning to expect great things, and we're beginning to take action. And all those are just a special ingredient for success. And as you do these things daily, and it takes commitment, it takes determination, it takes discipline, it takes not quitting, it takes getting away from those people that are just negative. Get away from them as far. Run, flee, leave them alone. Get away. It's contagious. And get around someone that is going somewhere, someone that is filled with excitement, with enthusiasm, and someone that's going to get you pumped and going. Hook up with Robert. You hear Robert every morning? He's like, good morning, I'm spray-tastic. Hook up with Robert. Hook up with Mom Issy. My goodness, she's up early in the morning, just excited, full of passion. So find out and get Denise Moore. My goodness. You get around Denise Moore and get excited. You need to check your pulse. So find who's in your corner, who's in your region, who's in your neighborhood that's just on fire, ready to go, and connect with them each day and watch the difference it will make in your week. Watch the difference it will make. Go out and prospect together. Make it a team effort. Go out and get business partners together and build together. That's what it's all about. Well, family, today is Wednesday, and I'm always excited about today's call. And I appreciate Shakena Day. Shakena Day is really, boy, girl, Shakena, you don't know how much I'm learning from what you are teaching on this call. And so much so. But let me bring you on first. Shakena Day, I know you're there. Shakena, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Well, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, Shakena. And I'm fine. Let me say, this is Shakena Day. She's a biologist. She's on every Wednesday for those who may be calling in for the first time. She's on every Wednesday, and she has given us some phenomenal information on how to take care of this body and how to take the foods that we eat and the exercises that we need to do to work along with the sprays. But Shakena, let me tell you, my daughter told me something this morning that just, oh my God, I knew it was some information that you shared. I know Nakisha Vaughn said that she had positive gastro reflux. I know you talked about that one time on the call, and you talked about the difference. Now, we have the sprays. The sprays help with that. You talked about, I think it was a Super 10, one of the other sprays that really help with gastro reflux. But you also said that there's a certain way that we eat our food that causes that. So if you eat certain foods together, it's going to cause that reflux. And I remember that. And so and then you've written a blog. Then your blog, you're talking about different types of foods to eat, how to eat them, when to eat them, along with the spray. So, girl, let me tell you, I changed the eating habits for my family. I'm following you on Facebook. I'm looking at your deals, switching up. I've been, listening to you for a while. So we switched up eating our starches with our meats at night. So we stopped eating starches. Now we eat a lot of greens along with protein at night. My daughter, my 13-year-old daughter, she just turned 13. She woke up this morning. She said, Mom, because she's normally had a problem with her stomach. And I didn't realize that could have been, may have been what it was, gastro reflux. And she says, you know what? I woke up this morning and my stomach wasn't bothering me. Because usually she won't eat breakfast either, because once she eats, her stomach starts to bother her. And her doctor was trying to say, well, maybe she had acid reflux, but I didn't want him to give her any medication for it. So she's been dealing with that for years. So this morning she says, no. She says, my stomach's not bothering me anymore. She said, I feel good. And I thought, wow, this is a little bit of time we changed. You know, the eating habit made that difference. And boy, and I thought about you as soon as she said that. I mean, I smiled big time. And I thought, oh my God. So it's good that we have this, but I thought, we have a spray, and yes, the sprays will help with acid reflux, but if you don't change your eating habit, then you're making it worse. So that's where you help me. So you say, yeah, the sprays will work, but you also have to change your eating habits if you deal with a certain thing. So I just had to share it with you because that just made my morning when she told me that this morning. So thank you.
That's awesome.
So now, after all that being said, let me go ahead. And what are you going to share with us today?
Well, today, wow, my mind just went blank. That's awesome. That is awesome.
It is awesome, but I never knew that. Because, I mean, we eat a lot of starches with our meat. I mean, we grew up like that. You eat macaroni and cheese and your rice and your beef along with your chicken, right? They tell you, you go to the store, that's how they serve it to you. But we took the starches out at night, and we just started eating the greens and the vegetables along with the meat. Along with the meats only. And just a short period of time, she's not dealing with that. And she's taking the spray. She takes the vitamin D and the D boost. But to hear her say that this morning, I thought, my God, it's good to know that the sprays work, but it's also good to have the knowledge to know how to prevent that from coming back as well.
Right, exactly. And it's so, and like you said, it's so important that we understand some of the times, some of the things that we're consuming is what's causing our problem. But we've been in our habits of the way we eat for so long. We've been eating certain ways for so long that we don't realize that, it may be caused by some of the things that we may be consuming. And, sometimes, we eat, we may see changes immediately. Sometimes, it takes over the course of years to actually see we start to see issues. So that's why it's so very important that we understand exactly what are we consuming. It's so very important that we incorporate vitamins on a daily basis. I can't stress this enough because, we need vitamins and minerals within the body for our bodies to function properly. So, if we're not first getting the amount of vitamins, nutrients, minerals, all of that, as far as with our supplementation and what we're eating, then our bodies are not going to work properly. We're going to have issues and all of these problems that arise either now or either later on down the line. I'm just going to throw a few quick facts out there, that foodborne illnesses affect over 48 million people a year. And that is a major issue, and that plays a part in what are we consuming? What are the things that we're consuming? How are they being processed? How are they being manufactured? All of those things. A sedentary lifestyle can be so very dangerous, as far as when I mean sedentary, you're not moving, if you're sitting down for well over 4 to 5 hours a day, even if you're at work, it's so very important, like a lot of times, like I'm moving, but at some points of the day, I'm sitting at my desk working a lot. So it's so very important that we find the time to get up, move around, walk around, even to the point where motivate your coworkers. I actually had my coworkers, they end up going with a little competition between themselves. And the competition was okay, whoever loses the most weight. It first started out with 2 people, and whoever lost had to host a barbecue at their home, and then it ended up with 20 people within that. And that was powerful. And you start doing that, that's ways you can incorporate, advertising your sprays, advertising the trim, doing things of that nature, motivating other people to eat healthy, to live healthy. Then they'll be coming to you to try to figure out what can they do to change the things that they're doing. If they're not seeing the results that they want, they tried all these different things. If they know that you're all about health and wellness and about being healthy and losing weight and all of that, they may seek and come to you for guidance, and that's your opportunity to share, share the product, share the sprays, share your experience alone, with these powerful products. And that's what it's about. A sedentary lifestyle can actually reduce the metabolic rate. It can actually stop certain enzymes that's used for your body to break down the fat. It can cause those enzymes to actually shut down, all of these different things, as well as it increases the risk of like heart disease, diabetes, cancer, high blood pressure, back pain, osteoporosis, depression, even dementia. So all of those things play a major role in sedentary lifestyle. So it's very important to get up, move around. If you need to take a break, take an active break. Get up, walk around the building, whatever the case may be, walk to and from your car, go up the stairs if you have stairs within the building at work, whatever it is. There's always opportunities for you to move around, even if you're sitting at your desk. Also making sure that you're having the correct posture, because a lot of times, if we are, if we don't sit properly, or if we don't stand properly, or if we're, having like ankle pain, then we tend to put more weight on the opposite foot, but all of those after long term, plays a major role in how our body stays balanced and aligned. And if we tend to, have these different, compensations within the body, the way we stand and within our posture, long term, it's going to affect us to the point where that may cause back pain, that may cause over tightness in some of our areas, in our back, in our legs, in our hips, all of those different things. So it's very important that as well. Now, diabetes is the leading cause of kidney failure. And remember, I talked a couple of weeks ago about, the importance of our body's detoxification system. And the kidneys is one of those. So just knowing that diabetes is the leading cause of kidney failure, we need to get that under control, especially if we're being diagnosed or have the risk of being diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Understanding the importance of how can I change my life right now? What can I do to make the necessary steps, to change that, to change the point where I won't be dependent upon, being diagnosed with this or, having to be on medications for months and years at a time, all of those different things that we have to take into factor. And number one is going to be, your nutrition. Number two is going to be supplementation. Number three is going to be physical activity. All of those things are very important, and they play an important role altogether to make sure that you don't run the risk of, type 2 diabetes. Also, arthritis is the most common cause of disability, and approximately over 1/3 of adults are obese. Now, 1/3 of adults are obese in the U.S. That's a lot of people, and it's because we're in a world, in an environment of, convenience. It's all about convenience. It's all about, and sometimes convenience, comes with a price, us going to fast food restaurants and, getting something quick to pop in the microwave to cook for the kids or cook for ourselves, or we just don't have the time, but guess what? We have something that's convenient, but it's also healthy. It's also good for us. And that's our sprays and our trim, because of the actual route that it's in, because of the actual form that it's in, the route that it actually takes, it's convenient. We can actually pop it in our bags. We can spray on the go. We don't have to carry a bunch of pills around, pill bottles and try to swallow. We need water to take. We don't have to have all of that, and with our trim, it's so simple. We have a pack, we're at work, we're somewhere, getting ready to eat dinner or whatever the case may be. You just have a little water, ask for a glass of water. You have a little bottle of water anywhere, just throw that in, and drink it. And it's so very healthy and it's good. So that's the benefit of these products that we have, that we have access to, is because they're convenient. But not only are they convenient, but they're healthy and good for us. Now, behaviors that cause chronic disease are the lack of exercise, poor nutrition, alcohol, and tobacco use. All of those things play a major role in chronic diseases. And let me just say, out of chronic diseases, cancer and heart disease account for 48% of all deaths in the U.S. that occurred in 2010. 48%. That's a large amount of people being affected, with cardiovascular disease, with cancer, and it's powerful because, when we think about it, what do we have access to that can actually help us in these areas? That can help reduce the free radicals that actually form and that cause cancer. We have the glutathione within the cell energy that can actually help reduce those free radicals because it picks it up and it gets rid of it. So the more glutathione you have in your body, the more it can fight off those free radicals, those cancer-forming cells within the body. Just knowing that is very powerful. Cardiovascular disease. What do we have that can help in those areas? We have the B boost that can help boost your immune system. We have the B boost that can actually help boost your metabolism, increase your energy, all of those things to get you going, to help keep you moving throughout the day. We have the vitamin D, we have the Super 10 that helps in so many areas, far as with stress, with anxiety, and all of those things. It's so very important that we try to incorporate things that are going to help us long term as well as short term. Just in a short amount of time after me using the sprays for the first time, I actually saw results after one day. That's how bad of shape I was in. That's how tired and fatigued and, deficient in so many areas that I was in, because as soon as I sprayed, within 24 hours, I was feeling a difference, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to use a product that I saw a difference in. I was also, it was so easy for me and my husband to go out and spend almost $200 on some vitamins at the health food store, and after coming in contact with these sprays and using them, that's all I want to use now. Because I know that I've seen the difference. I've seen how it helped me. I've seen how it helped, my children, my mother, my father, people around me. I've seen the benefits of it, as well as with the trim, and that's what it's all about. For so long, we've been chasing for the cure, but rather than the care. It's so important that we actually care for our bodies, take care of our bodies, and that's what it's all about. We have to take care of our bodies because that's the best prevention there is. If we take care of our bodies, if we're eating right, if we're supplementing, even to the point where motivating people on choosing, healthy choices when consuming things. You can, yes, I like hamburgers. Yes, I like fries, but it's a better way that we can eat those things. We can cook clean foods and still enjoy those clean foods. We just have to be creative in what we create. The best kept secret in medicine is not under the right conditions. It's under the right conditions that our body can heal itself. So we want to make sure that our body is able to heal itself. And how does it do that? It does that making sure that we're taking care of it, making sure that it's getting the proper minerals and nutrients, to the point where we're not having the issues of acid reflux, or we're not having the issues of, constipation or, high blood pressure, all of those different things. If we're giving our body what it needs, it's able to heal on its own, It is all about motivating other people. We want to motivate other people, to reach their goals, whether it's financially, whether it's physically. And with this company, with 10, we're doing that. We can help people in so many ways, health as well as wealth, and that's what it's about. It's about creating leaders. True leaders don't create followers, they create more leaders. And that's what we're doing. We're creating more leaders to create more leaders. And that's what it's all about, so we can lead more people into the right direction to the point where they become leaders and they're able to reach other people, and that's what it's all about. It's all about teamwork. It's all about us coming together, working together, to reach a common goal. And it's all about health and wellness, as well as, being able to get out of debt, being able to, reach our financial goals, whatever those may be. We are doing that within Team Effort Network. And I'm gonna close with this. It's so weird. Some of the times we dream a lot. We dream about what we want to do. Some of the goals that we may achieve, and we realize, like, oh my goodness, how am I going to achieve these goals? How am I going to do this? How you want it so bad, but when you want it bad enough and work for it, you're able to do that. And I'm going to close with this. A dream will never become a reality until you wake up. So it's time for us to wake up, get out there, and make it happen. Thank you, Dr. Denise.
Wow, I love that quote. A dream will never become the reality until you wake up. My goodness, I love that, Shakena. And thank you for everything that you shared today. I love it. And you said earlier that 48 million people deal with food-borne illnesses. That's produced every year, food-borne illnesses. And I'm telling you, the way that we eat, it really does affect your health, diabetes and things like that, high blood pressure, asthma, shortness of breath. It is a result of the type of food that you're eating and how you're eating them. And again, when you think about the 3 little bullet points that Shakena shared, as far as staying healthy, nutrition, supplementation, and exercising, if you can stay focused on those 3 areas, you can live a healthy life. And she said, we want to make sure our body is able to heal itself. Remember, that's the way God created. God made this body and this immune system, which is incredible, capable of taking care of itself. But when you beat it down with the wrong type of food, not exercising, and not treating it right, you overwork your immune system. It becomes weak. You will need a supplement. So look at what we have, family. This is an easy thing to share. And it's easy when you're trying to talk with your friends and your guests, when you help them to focus on their health. And when you can think of the 3 bullet points that Shakena just shared, when you're trying to share the phrase, think about those areas. Nutrition. How well are people eating? Are they supplementing? Supplementation is very, very important. They have to supplement, and they should be exercising. So when you talk about the supplementation, that's where the vitamin sprays come in place. I ran into a lady in the grocery store yesterday, and she started talking to me about a protein drink. And once again, I felt educated because Shakena talked to me, her and Chris, her husband, just a few weeks ago on different types of protein drinks. And they told me what to look out for and, what to look for in the ingredients. And I was able to educate her on that. And I was also able to tell her the importance of supplementing. I asked her to check her doctor, find out what her vitamin D level was. I asked her about her energy level. And I was able to share about the immune system and how it needs supplementation. So it's easy for us to share what we're doing. If you're really taking notes and listening to what's being shared on this call, you can make such a difference in someone's life and be confident about what you're talking about. Shakena, you're so correct. We are creating leaders. Everyone that's on this call, you are a leader. You're tuned in. You're listening. Why are you listening? Because you want to make a difference in your life. You can go out and make a difference in someone else's life. And you're doing it according to knowledge. You're getting the wisdom. You're getting the understanding. So when you go forth to talk and to share, it's easy for it to come from your heart exactly what to say. So Shakena Day, once again, thank you for bringing some very vitally important information to us. and reminding us of the importance of the vitamin sprays that we have, the vitamin D Power, the D Boost, the Slim by 10, the Super 10, the Cell Energy, the Trem by 10, Healthy Energy Nutritional Drink. We have some amazing products that are already in demand, and people are looking for them. And we're being educated on how to share them in a way that's really helping people to focus on how to take care of this body and their health so they can live a long life, a long life. Tina Day, once again, thank you so very much. We're going to go out to the UK now with Dr. Anita Poole with our quote for today. Dr. Poole, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me okay, Denise?
I can. Dr. Poole, how are you today?
I am good. I am good. I've just been for a quick swim and sort of jacuzzi, and that in combined with the tea and sprays and the Trim by 10, absolutely great. In fact, I've got some good news. Thanks to Maureen, bringing over some Trim by 10 for me. I actually was a little bit of a naughty girl. I took the Trim by 10, but I said I was going to start my 10-week challenge on the 1st of July, and I just did not have time. I know a personal trainer or an exercise person would say, there's no such thing as you don't have time for exercise, and in a way that is true, but I literally just could not get down to, the pool, which is the best thing for me, basically, and the weather's been really rainy and all sorts of things. Anyway, excuses, I did not do my 2 times 10 minutes of exercise, but despite that, guess what? Less than 2 weeks, I have lost half a stone. Nothing changed except I took my Trim by 10 regularly since the 1st of July. So, and my tummy feels a lot better. I do feel detoxed, so I'm really excited. And then this week, Monday, I really started my, proper 10-week challenge. At least 10 minutes times 2, that's 20 minutes exercise each day. So I'm really, really looking forward to, what's going to be the results. And yeah, we've got amazing products in the news recently. The British Medical Association, very, very reputable organization, is calling for a sugar tax. Dental organizations are calling for a sugar tax. Both are lobbying the government. The Associated Disorder /Terry, TEI calls. All that is it's shortened the link, basically, to Terry's YouTube channel, and it has all his TEI calls on there. So thank you so much, Terry.
Dr. Poole, Dr. Poole, I want you to give that again. I know we had a Pat Tolliver that was on the call yesterday, and her, along with many others, really want to know how do they get these recorded calls? Where do they find them, especially if they're not connected to Facebook. So can you give that again? I hope that they had pen and paper in hand. But for those who want to know how to get these recorded calls, Anita's going to give that link. So when you go to this link, you'll have access to all the calls that have been recorded. So Anita, can you give that again, please?
Absolutely. HTTP, which is how every URL starts, basically, before the www. HTTP : // then no www dot, because the shortener for tiny URL doesn't work on a www dot. So it's HTTP : / tinyurl.com.
Now you're saying tiny like T as in Tom, I-N. Are you
absolutely
saying
like the word tiny, TINY, tinyurl.com / Terry, TEI calls. Okay, / Terry, TEI calls. Now, tinyurl.com is just a shortener. It is just a quick shortener. And /Terry TEI calls is just an easy thing to remember. Terry TEI calls. Okay? If you have difficulty even with that link, remembering that link, I'll put that on an even more memorable link. Okay? But let's see how you get on with that, because that's completely generic. tinyurl.com /Terry TEI calls. Okay, so that's posted in Tenacious, and what I'll do is I'll post it, every now and then as a little reminder. So that's one thing. The other thing in the Tenacious group, I have posted, Lynn did an excellent training on Friday about self-monitoring, and I happen to already have a self-monitoring Excel sheet, which some of us used to use in the old MVT days. I updated that to, include the whole of TEI basically, and just made it a little bit more current. And I posted it in the Tenacious group. So if you haven't got a self-monitoring sheet and you want one, none of this is essential. They're just optional. You can take it or leave it as you want. But if it is useful for you, and I suggest that particular thing, self-monitoring sheet, yeah, that is useful. So just get it off the Tenacious group, okay? If you're not on Facebook and you're not in the Tenacious group, you can go to my training website, www.anitapoole, that's spelled Poole, Anita Poole training .teameffortinternational.co.uk. Anita Poole training .teameffortinternational.co.uk. It has a whole load of things. It has training on the products, on the income, on the pay plan, on marketing, on team building, step-by-step list of exactly what to do from very basic to very advanced. The TEI forms, the strategy for building, presentations, testimonials, my ingredients research. Everything I have is on there, and you're welcome to use it. Again, you don't have to use it. If you're plugged into a system and your team has already got a system, or your sponsor's given you something and it's working for you, absolutely great. You don't need this. If you have nothing and you want something, then you can use this basically. And obviously you can download it, you can change it, whatever is useful to you. This is all about teamwork. This is all about growing TEI. Obviously, that is only to be used for the TEI products and the TEI income opportunity. Lastly, Vicky did absolutely fantastic audio training yesterday on the TEI call about the back office and commissions. I happened to already, on one of the training webinars I did, I have it already recorded and kindly converted into a video by Terry Whitener, so I posted that. It is already on that training site I just gave you, but if you can't find it, I put it on a separate link, www.trainingpart1.teameffortnetwork.co.uk. trainingpart1.teameffortnetwork.co.uk. Literally, it's got me talking, but you can also see slides, so it's very visuals. Training about the products, about what's unique about them, testimonials, what your key sites are, how the back office works, essential admin, timing and placement, how to enroll your reps, and the game plan. Exactly as Vicky said, the game plan is simple. It's find two people, one on one side, one on the other, help those two find two, get to executive, and keep duplicating that. That is success. That's the game plan. It's that simple, folks. So, hope that's useful for everyone. I am on the video call right now. All the details of that are on the TN calendar. So if anyone's got any questions about that or anything else, or, needs a presentation or a slide on something to do with training, it's very visual. You can just hook into that. And I will be on that now every day according to the calendar. So this is all about teamwork. And just digging up my quote. So Benjamin Franklin Fairless said, "What is the recipe for successful achievement? To my mind, there are just 4 essential ingredients. Choose a career you love." That's the TN sprays. "Give it the best there is in you." So give it all wholeheartedly. Seize your opportunities. Seize this pay plan, folks. And be part of a team. Plug into teamwork. It doesn't even have to be your particular team. Just plug into anyone who is serious about Team Effort International and growing and sharing the product, sharing the opportunity. So, an organization's ability to learn, said Jack Welch, and translate that learning into action rapidly is the ultimate competitive advantage. And as I said before, you're not competing with anyone else, you're just competing with yourself. So plug in, take action, and you will get to amazing heights. Health is an essential thing. Benjamin Disraeli said the health of the people is really the foundation upon which all happiness and all their powers and their state depend. Even your state of mind, often it depends on health. And lastly, Johann Wolfgang von Goethe said, "Take care of your body with steadfast fidelity. The soul must see through these eyes alone. And if they are dim, the whole world is clouded. Don't let people's eyes be dim. Share the TN sprays. Share the opportunity." Back to you, Denise.
I like that. Don't let people's eyes be dim. Come on, family. Share the spray. Share the light. Let them see. I love that. Well, family, thank you all for being here today. Shakena Day, thank you so much, honey, for sharing with us. And Dr. Cool, thank you for the quotes and comments and the different links to be able to access the TEI calls as well as the training that you so kindly provide. We appreciate everything that you're doing. Well, family, that's it. You need to really take your notes. I really hope you took notes. I take notes. I'm sitting here right now. I've got a notepad, a notebook, and a car, and a house full of pads, and that I've taken notes from Shakena and Nikisha Vaughn and Vicky and Denise, everyone that speaks on the call. I take notes, and I love it because when I'm out and about and someone catches me off guard, you know what? The knowledge is there. I can pull on that. I study it, I read it, and then I get to apply it by helping other people. And I appreciate everything that's shared on the call. So continue to stay plugged in and build your business. Connect with someone in your region, in your corner. Get an accountability partner, and you guys just go for it. Run for it. Don't look to the left, don't look to the right. Don't let anyone persuade you otherwise. Don't let folks try to cross-recruit you into other companies. I'm telling you, you're the best company there is. This compensation plan competes to no other. The product is we have no competitors. Yeah, there's some copycats out there, but believe me, there's no competition there. We have testimonies upon testimonies. Our product has been proven. The company has been proven. It's backed by a 12-year-old company where paychecks have gone out year after year for the last 12 years. Millionaires have already been made up of our compensation plan. Our compensation plans say I work. Our products say I work. You're in the right place at the right time. Just take advantage of everything that's being given to you. Trust in yourself. Believe in yourself. Write your vision, your goals, and watch it come to pass. It really will. Believe in yourself, family. And once again, thank you all for being here today. Let's not forget to join the Spanish call this morning that starts at 9:10 a.m. Pacific, this very same number. And let's join Don Joseph tonight, along with Lord Gibson and Renetta Hall on the call time at 8 o'clock p.m. Pacific time to hear more stories and testimony, excitement and enthusiasm as far as what's happening throughout the globe on Team Effort Network. And be back on the call tomorrow morning. As I say, in this call, get off this phone and get out there and and go share the wonderful news that you have heard on this call today. Make a difference in someone's life. Remember, it's not all about you. It's all about what you do to make a difference in someone else's life, because what you give is going to come back to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Family, I love you so much. God bless you all. Join us again tomorrow as we continue to press towards that 50 million that Mel Gill said that will come to Team Up and Network this year, and it will happen. You are loved. You are appreciated. God bless you all, and have a prosperous day